Have you noticed your legs feel weaker lately after 60 stairs seem steeper than they once felt before? Many adults believe walking alone preserves strength and independence, but science shows walking is not enough anymore. There is a hidden muscle system protecting freedom. It sits quietly around your hips and pelvis. Doctors call these the gluteal stabilizing muscles. They control balance, posture, and safe movement daily. When they weaken, independence slowly begins slipping away. You may still walk yet feel less steady. That subtle instability increases fall risk over time. Falls remain one leading cause of injury. Research from the National Institute on Aging confirms muscle loss accelerates rapidly after age 60. This natural decline is called sarcopenia in medicine. It affects strength, power, and reaction speed. Walking maintains heart health, but minimally challenges hips. Without challenge, muscles simply shrink from disuse. The body follows a use-it principle. If not demanded, strength gradually disappears quietly. Glute muscles act like anchors for stability. They support every step you confidently take. They help you rise from chairs safely. They protect knees from excess strain daily. They maintain upright posture, preventing forward collapse. Yet most seniors never directly strengthen them. Traditional advice emphasizes steps per day. Only 10,000 steps cannot rebuild lost muscle. Strength requires resistance and progressive demand. Clinical studies show resistance training reverses weakness. Even adults in their 80s improve significantly. The key is targeted, simple, consistent effort. You do not need heavy gym equipment. You need controlled, safe bodyweight movements. You need focus on hip extension strength. You need gradual progression without sudden strain. When glutes activate properly, balance improves, stride length becomes smoother and more confident. Joint pain often decreases with stability. Lower back pressure reduces during standing. Circulation improves through stronger muscle contractions. Muscle acts like a second heart. Each contraction pumps blood upward efficiently. Weak muscles reduce that pumping support that can increase swelling and fatigue. Strong hips enhance coordination and reaction speed. Reaction speed prevents trips becoming dangerous falls. This is not about appearance or vanity. It is about preserving freedom of movement. Independence depends on standing without assistance. Independence depends on walking without fear. Independence depends on climbing stairs confidently. The hidden muscle system supports all three. Many older adults feel surprised learning this. They assumed walking covered every need. But walking rarely challenges full hip range. It uses limited, repetitive patterns. Only strength training restores complete movement capacity, reawakens dormant muscle fibers safely, rebuilds lost neural connections gradually. That rebuilding improves stability in daily life. Simple exercises performed consistently create measurable change. Change begins within just a few weeks. Your body remains adaptable at any age. The earlier you begin, the better. But improvement is possible starting today. Why do the many programs ignore hip strength? Because walking feels safe and familiar. It requires no instruction or equipment. Yet safety without challenge creates stagnation. Muscle responds only to meaningful resistance. Resistance signals the body to adapt. Without that signal, decline quietly continues. Researchers at Harvard Medical School observed older adults regain strength through structured resistance. Balance scores improved alongside muscle gains. Confidence increased with physical improvements. Fear of falling decreased significantly. Fear often limits activity more than weakness. When confidence grows, movement expands again. That expansion reinforces strength further. This positive cycle protects independence long term. The gluteus maximus drives powerful hip extension. The gluteus medius stabilizes pelvis during steps. The gluteus minimus assists alignment control. Together they form a stability foundation. When medius weakens, hips drop sideways. That drop increases knee and ankle strain. It also disrupts balance unexpectedly. Strengthening medius improves single leg stability. Single leg stability prevents sideways falls. Sideways falls often cause hip fractures. Hip fractures dramatically reduce independence. Prevention remains far easier than recovery. Targeted exercises can be surprisingly gentle. For example, supported chair squats build strength, while supported bridges activate hip extensors. Side leg raises awaken stabilizers safely. These movements require no heavy weights. They require attention and proper form. Slow, controlled motion maximizes muscle engagement. Fast, careless motion reduces effectiveness. Consistency matters more than intensity. Initially, 3 sessions weekly can create change. Each session may last 15 minutes. Quality outweighs duration every time. Rest between sessions allows recovery. Recovery supports muscle adaptation, and growth. Protein intake also supports rebuilding. Adequate hydration maintains circulation efficiency. Breathing steadily prevents unnecessary tension. Never hold your breath during effort. Exhale gently during exertion phase. Inhale during controlled lowering phase. This pattern stabilizes blood pressure. Always consult a trusted healthcare professional, particularly if you have joint pain or cardiovascular conditions requiring supervision. Safety must remain the highest priority. Pain should never feel sharp. Mild muscle fatigue is acceptable. Sharp joint pain signals modification needed. Progress gradually over several weeks. Increase repetitions before adding resistance. Small improvements accumulate into meaningful change. Track how easily you rise. Notice how steady you feel walking. Observe reduced fatigue after errands. These daily markers show real progress. Remember, walking still supports heart health, but strength preserves mechanical independence. Both forms of movement complement each other, yet strength training fills the missing gap. The hidden muscle system deserves attention because it quietly determines long-term freedom. Ignoring it risks preventable decline. Strengthening it restores control and stability. What happens when you commit consistently? Within weeks, neuromuscular coordination improves noticeably. You may stand taller without effort. Posture aligns naturally with stronger hips. Your stride becomes longer and smoother. You push off the ground confidently. Turning corners feels more controlled. Getting into cars becomes easier. Carrying groceries feels more stable. Even balance during showering improves. These subtle gains transform daily living. Independence is built on small abilities. Small abilities rely on hidden strength. Strength relies on deliberate practice. This is where many stop prematurely. They expect dramatic overnight transformation, but aging physiology requires patience. Muscle protein synthesis responds gradually. Regular stimulus sustains that response. Skipping weeks reverses progress quickly. Consistency protects against rapid regression. Think of strength like savings. Small deposits grow into security. Missed deposits reduce long-term resilience. Your future mobility depends on today's actions. Each session becomes an investment in safer movement, an investment in confident travel, an investment in staying at home longer. Remaining in your own home matters deeply. Environmental familiarity supports mental well-being. Strength enables navigating that environment safely. From stairs to uneven sidewalks, from low sofas to garden paths, strong hips adapt to these demands. Weak hips restrict participation. Gradually, restriction often leads to isolation. Isolation can affect emotional health. Movement connects you with community. Confidence encourages social engagement. Engagement reinforces purpose and vitality. Thus, physical strength influences broader well-being. This interconnected system cannot be ignored. Researchers studying longevity consistently observe muscle mass predicts survival more accurately than body weight alone. It reflects metabolic and functional reserve. Functional reserve means capacity beyond basics. Capacity allows responding to unexpected challenges, like catching yourself during a stumble or climbing extra stairs during travel. Without reserve, small challenges overwhelm. With reserve, challenges remain manageable. Building reserve requires progressive overload. Overload means slightly increasing demand, perhaps adding 1 repetition weekly, perhaps holding bridge position longer, perhaps reducing hand support gradually. These subtle adjustments stimulate adaptation. Document your repetitions in a notebook. Written tracking improves accountability significantly. Celebrate small milestones achieved safely. Each milestone reinforces motivation gently. Motivation strengthens adherence over time. Adherence ultimately determines lasting outcomes. There is no perfect starting age. There is only the present opportunity. Begin where you are today. Use stable surfaces and supportive shoes. Warm up with gentle marching. Move slowly with focused breathing. End sessions with light stretching. Hydrate and nourish your body afterward. Then rest knowing you invested wisely. Your hidden muscles will respond faithfully, and your independence will remain protected.